Niagara Region Waste App. Never forget your collection day again. Ontario's waste reduction history. So the blue box and IC&I requirements in 1980 and the 90s. So Ontario began its recycling efforts in the late 1980s with the introduction of industry and government financing of blue box programs, which was later formalized in the 1990s. So these regulations established province-wide requirements for municipal blue box collection systems for recyclables. The regulations also put requirements into place to encourage facility owners and operators to start thinking about reducing and recycling their own wastes. So did you know that Ontario's Blue Box program was the recipient of the United Nations Environmental Award in 1989? I think that's a great fact. So waste diversion in 2002. With the continued interest and pressure to divert waste to recycling and global trend towards greater producer responsibility, Ontario put in place the Waste Diversion Act in 2002. So under the Waste Division Act, 4 programs were implemented. Stewardship, Ontario manages these plans. So number 1 is the Blue Box program, started in 2004. So this program is operated by municipalities with the plan administered by Stewardship Ontario. The Waste Division Act puts in place requirements for producers to reimburse municipalities for over 50% of the net cost of blue box collection systems for packaging and printed paper, such as newspaper, cardboard, glass, metal, and plastics. Number 2, the Municipal Hazardous or Special Waste, short form MHSW program, in 2008. So this program manages ordinary hazardous or special household waste that need to be recovered approximately rather than thrown in the garbage or poured down the drains. So this includes things like household paints, solvents, oil filters and containers, single-use batteries, and antifreeze. Number 3, waste electrical and electronic equipment. Short form is WEEE. That's more properly pronounced as WEEE program. In 2009, so that one manages electronic waste, some of which may contain toxins such as mercury and valuable component materials such as metals. So this program collects 44 types of electronics, including desktop and portable computers, printers, televisions, copiers, telephones, and audio-visual equipment. Number 4, the used tire program. So in 2009, that was established. This is a great program to use those old rubber tires. This ensures that used tires are recovered satisfactorily and managed and not stockpiled. Also helps us clean up existing legacy stockpiles. Some of those stockpiles are pretty big and huge and very sad to see. So overall, Ontario's waste diversion programs under the Waste Diversion Act have performed very well. It's a nice little artistic way to use a tire. So the Box It, Bin It, Sort It campaign in Niagara. So this campaign began to roll out in June 2021 and had an enthusiastic response in the area's residents as far as awareness went. In addition, there was an increase in the number of calls to the region's waste info line and visits to the newly created campaign pages on the region's website from residents and businesses looking for further information on changes and uptakes in the Green Bin Diversion Program. Outcomes of the Box It, Bin It, and Sort It campaign. So residents and businesses received a direct mail piece with the upcoming changes in the summer. The significant differences that proceeded in the campaign was the garbage collection moving to every other week, and it started on October 19th, 2020, with green bin, blue, and gray boxes remaining picked up every week. As the campaign continued its implementation, there was an increase in calls about the collection and changes to Niagara Region's waste info line. For example, there were 56 calls regarding the changes in July 2020, compared to 0 the previous 2 months. Challenges during the campaign. There was an increased concern in exemptions for diapers and waste related to medical conditions. While there were typically fewer than 40 exemptions applications per month, there were 1,285 exemption applications received between July 6 and August 31, 2020. The Niagara Region Waste app was revealed at the Public Works Committee on September 8, 2021. How did the Niagara Region Waste app come to life? So the Niagara Region partnered with Recollect to develop this application. So Recollect is a Canadian technology company which combines the deep expertise in solid waste and recycling with technology that works for the government and business organizations. Their team involves leaders in public policy, recycling, and reliable waste communications, behavior changes, and technology. So how can the Niagara Region Waste app be used? It can be downloaded from Apple or Android web stores in the mobile devices. Little icons, you can find the app. And then there's the logo, Niagara Region, box it, bin it, sort it. So app users can sign up for a waste collection reminder by email or phone call. You can also download the collection into iCal, Google Calendar, or Microsoft Outlook Calendar. You can also print collection schedules. You can take advantage of Where Does It Go search tool. You can also receive all the information about curbside waste collection at the touch of a button. You can also book large item collections. If you're doing some big spring clean to get rid of some big stuff, give them a call. Using the app, write your address and you will see the list that coincides once you do it. So when you select an option, it will prompt you to confirm. Here's a screenshot to show you my schedule. If this was your address in Niagara Falls, Falls Branch Collection, tells you some information. If you hit allow, it will send you notifications. So here you just select allow to set up the feature. Otherwise, you'll have to go to settings and allow this function from there. Reminders. By choosing allow, you enable the reminders and keep up to date with changes in the collection schedule and any modifications in the system. So again, this is what it'll look like, my schedule, notifications. You see this, that you'll start getting notifications from this app. As the application has a feature in it, the More menu section, to modify when and how to receive them. Notification, update it here, change days, times, if you want at 6 p.m. or another time. So app features, the calendar, my schedule, find your collection day and pickup details with descriptions of sorting different items, such as garbage collection, green cart, blue-gray box, blue-gray cart. Another option, wizard. So it helps you search for an item and find the place where it belongs in the classifications. These are the 4 most popular groups: styrofoam, mattress, plastic bags, and grass clippings. But you can also do a personalized request. You can find specifications and requests to have a large household items picked up on your regular garbage day. There you go. If you have that old chair you want to get rid of, just select that. Requesting large item pickups. So this is the screen for large item pickups. You just enter your address here. It'll tell you the next information that you need to know. It may take 10 to 15 seconds for your address to appear once you type it in the form. Once your address appears, select from the drop-down menu. Requesting large item pickups. So addresses that cannot be found will show no matches found. For residents booking by phone, call your collection contract directly with the phone numbers below. So here we have your collection contractor: Fort Erie, Niagara-on-the-Lake, Niagara Falls, St. Catharines, Port Colborne, and Welland. Miller Waste Systems at 1-833-621-0726. And in Grimsby, Lincoln, Pelham, Thorhold, Waynefelt, and West Lincoln, you call Green for Life at 1-855-971-4550. So some other app features: wait time, average wait. Niagara Region is running a pilot project at the Welland Humberstone landfill to provide visitors with a current estimated average wait time to enter the site. You can report illegal dumping disposing of non-designated areas. If you want to report some illegal dumping, you're looking for that symbol. Settings and support. Make adjustments to your notifications. Use a language of your preference. Report a problem or inform yourself about terms of service in the more section. Reporting illegal dumping in Niagara. Provide as many details as possible. You have to include the location, the materials you think were dumped, and a vehicle description. If possible, take photos. Terms of service, useful links. So recollect for the most recent version of the terms of service are here at this website. Registration is subject to the organization privacy policy. For further information, you enter recollect.net/privacy. Map box, third-party application used to find addresses within the app. D, description of services. Recollect is employed as the calendaring and notification service. App reviews. Good app. So all around good app and doing very well at keeping me up to date with everything. Extremely helpful. No longer have to look down the street to figure out what week it is. One of the most useful reference apps. Nice work. That's a good review. This app tells me what to put out every week. I don't have to remember what week it is. Also lets me know what holiday will affect our pickup. It's very handy. It helps me feel confident of how to dispose things properly. No more guessing which bin to put something in. So here, find your collection day and pickup details. Garbage, recycling, your schedule, items collected, exemptions, tags, apartment collection, containers. So you search for an address to find your collection and day and sign up for reminders. Type in your home address here and hit search. Those without an Apple or Android device can visit the Waste Management online and search their home address in the Find Your Collection tool. If you don't have the app, you can still do it from the web. So this is the website you would head to, niagararegion.ca/waste/collection/schedule. So if you're looking for more help, what kind of problem would you like to report? So here you can get some more information on a printed calendar, cancel or modify reminders. If you have a problem with your collection, such as a missed pickup, if you want to report illegal dumping, if you have a problem with searching for your address, or if you just have another problem in general. So here's some examples of some links regarding diapers, daycare, and medical. If you need help, once you're on the website, you can go to review the question and answer section. Here you can also call the Waste Info line, Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Their phone number is 905-356-4141. There is also a toll-free number, 1-800-594-5542. Garbage limit exemptions. So that's where you apply for daycare, medical, or group home exemptions. So why is waste management important? Many natural resources, such as trees, gas, and water, are getting consumed indiscriminately. Proper waste management is just a great way to do that because recycling produces energy. Separated waste is often cheaper to dispose because it does not require as much manual sorting as mixed waste. By recycling something, we save energy because more energy is usually needed to produce a new item. So some statistics. Numbers from 2019 showed that over 500 billion pounds of new plastic were being manufactured each year, and roughly 33% of that was single use and thrown straight away. Very sad statistic. One-time use plastic, not a good thing. Some more statistics here. In Sweden, it shows dumps only 1% of their trash in landfills. Good job, Sweden, 1%. So, and 68% of paper and paperboard was recycled in 2018. So the recycling industry creates more jobs than the solid waste management industry.
For those of you who are wondering how the application does work, if you want to download the application for the first time, I'm using an Apple device in this particular case, right? And the thing that you need to do first is going to the App Store. If you are using an Apple device, you will go to the App Store. You will just tap once over the App Store, right? Once you come to the App Store, if you are looking to download any application in general, you can go at the bottom part towards your right side, right? And look for the search button. Tapping in that search button will allow you to come to this bar, and you can just type the name of the application. So in my case, I'm gonna use this little magnifying glass that is showing up for me in the screen, and I'm going to tap over, right? And when I tap over, my keyboard come up. And once my keyboard come up, I will just type Niagara Waste App. Right after I type the name of the application I'm looking for, since I'm using my keyboard, I can either select in this kind of blue button that looks like an enter in a physical computer. And if I tap there, it's gonna display the information or the results for me. Since I already have downloaded the application, for me it says open. But if you don't have the application download, it will say something like install, right? And it's a matter of just clicking over and it will start downloading the application in your device. Now, once the application has been downloaded, it will create something is called a shortcut, and you can access to that later on. In my case, since I want you to know how the application is used, so I'm gonna select what it says open, tap in that open option, and it will take me right away to the home screen of this application. So notice how at the top, I already assigned address, so it could show me results about how the schedules are managed in the area. But if you want to change this at any point, it's a matter of going at the top where it says Niagara River. You can just tap over. And when you tap over, it will allow you to write a new address. For instance, here is showing me the schedule for Monday, December the 13th, right? And is showing me the type of classifications that the app provide. The calendar is the one we are seeing at the moment. But if you go to the second option from left to right, that is called wizard. If you go to your wizard, it's gonna show sorting, right? In this sorting part, you can select the kind of item you are looking to classify. And the most popular ones, or the first you see in the screen, are the ones that usually people utilize the most. Or depending on the season, also you will see different results. Since we already passed over Halloween, right, you will see how we have the option pumpkin here. And if you tap, for instance, in the option pumpkin, when I tap in pumpkin, it's gonna give me the details about how I can sort this item. So I'm gonna scroll to the way down, and what the application do for me is give me kind of explanations about how I can work this out. So that is kind of a very useful way that the application suggests users to sort their items at home, right, in terms of waste and garbage. So this is very useful too, and it's called Wizard. So when I tap in Wizard, it will take me back to the main menu. Third option I have here is the large item collection. And if I tap over that option, Again, depending on the address I have at the top part, it will describe to me how this particular menu works. And what it says here is the large household item collection is available for single families, homes, and apartments with 6 units or less for items that cannot fit inside a garbage bag. So that is a specification that some of us sometimes don't know. And this is something you can find in the application. Here, if you want to fill out a form to get larger items collected at your place, you can also do that. Notice that whenever something is in a blue color, it will indicate that you have extra options that you can do something else within the app. So that is the large item collection tab after I have wait times. And here again, more indication, more updates regarding the use of the app. And finally, we have the more tab. And if you tap over, here you can change things such as notifications. The notifications are something that are enabled at the beginning when you start using the application. So if I tap in the option notification, it will show for me whether I have this option enabled or disabled. In general terms, when you see something is in a green looking color with a circle move towards the right, it means that the option is enabled. So in my case, I receive notification whenever there is updates and stuff like that. I have the ability to receive that. So I'm always on top of things regarding the waste management application. Also, if you are not willing to receive any notification, you can just select that option. And for that, you just tap in what it says, I'm not, willing to receive notification. And this is exactly what you will see. So you can inform yourself about how this part of this application work. I want to go back. I use the back button at the top left corner, tapping back. I'm in more. So also I can keep going back. And now I can just go to language. And in language, it will show the available languages you can use, the application, right? Spanish, French. You can also have Japanese or German, depending on your preference. Notice that whenever something is selected, you will see that check mark showing up beside the language on the right side, such as the case here for English. So if I tapping back, below language, I have report a problem. So usually report a problem is one of your best friends, because if you are experiencing some trouble with the application and you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, here you can, for the most part, find the most frequent issues, frequent questions, and depending on the type of problem or concern you have, you can select any of the categories that the application shows for you. So that is just an overview of the application. Probably there is much more that I'm not mentioning at the moment, but I hope that this gives you an idea about how helpful is the application and how you can use it for your own benefit.